Let's picture this. Inside your head lives a small, overconfident monkey. He's the bouncer of your brain, running the Reticular Activating System, RAS, a fancy neuroscience term for the guy who decides what gets into the Grand Central Library. Now, this isn't just any library. Imagine the shiniest, most important hall in your brain, with gold-trimmed shelves, velvet neurons, and a giant neon sign flashing, "Authorized thoughts only." It's the place you protect at all costs, because once something gets filed here, it becomes the rule book for how you live. Billions of signals knock on the door every second, and Monkey, wearing his little bouncer vest, waves some in and kicks most out. He's fast, decisive, and way too sure of himself. If the monkey has previously scribbled, "We're poor," in his Grand Central Library, then even if you buy a much nicer car, live in a bigger house, or even win the lottery, Monkey still growls. Nope, doesn't count. Forget bin. He'll even pull wild conclusions like, "Your neighbor didn't text you back, must hate you, proof life is bad because we're poor." Thanks, Monkey. And here's the kicker. The higher the emotional intensity, the more dramatic Monkey gets. If it's really charged, he files it in huge caps, underlined, with 16 exclamation marks. Now it's part of your identity. Meanwhile, sitting nearby is the donkey. The donkey's job? To read everything Monkey has filed in the library and act it out. Monkey says, "We're poor." Donkey shrugs and sabotages your business deal, makes your shoulders slump, and cranks your inner voice up to whiny mode. And if someone forgets to text you back, Donkey yanks the victim strings, turns the volume knob on your voice to maximum outrage, and has you screaming, "I hate you too!" Monkey then points at Donkey's behavior and proudly declares, "See? I told you we're poor and unlikable." The two of them high-five in this endless loop of doom. And then, somewhere in the corner, you've got the captain. He's the ambitious one, dreaming of yachts, meaningful friendships, six-pack abs, and great communication with kids and spouse. Sure. He's the visionary and wants something better. But every time he sets a course, Monkey sulks. Boring, risky, and Donkey yanks the wheel back toward whatever's already written in the library. Frustrated, the captain tries a classic motivational hack, positive affirmations. He figures if he repeats, "I'm rich, I'm loved, I'm successful," enough times, eventually Monkey will give in and file it in the library. Donkey will read and adapt his commands toward success. But no, Monkey doesn't support contradiction and hits the alarm. Donkey goes full drama llama, and your prefrontal cortex chimes in. Stop lying to yourself. Boom. Dissonance, stress, sabotage. One day, after yet another failed, "I am rich, I am successful, I am Beyoncé" mirror pep talk, the captain slams his head on the table. He realizes he's in a rigged game. Monkey controls the library, Donkey enforces it, and every time he tries to brute force a new belief, the whole brain union goes on strike. But then, the captain spots a loophole. See, Monkey has one giant weakness. He loves showing how smart he is. Ask him a question, and he cannot resist answering it. Monkey could be in the middle of an existential crisis, but if you ask, "Who knows why?" he'll drop everything and yell, "Me! Me!" I know, before you've even finished the sentence. So the captain tries a new trick. Instead of chanting, "I am rich," which Monkey rejects harder than a spam email, he asks, "Why am I rich?" Monkey freezes. He can't check the library and answer a question at the same time. His brain bouncer badge won't let him skip the question, so he scrambles for evidence. "Well, you do have more money than most people on Earth. You also own a phone that costs more than a village goat, and people actually like working with you. Plus, you survived college cafeteria food, which is basically proof of resilience. Yeah, fine, we're kind of rich." Boom. For the first time, Monkey sneaks a positive entry into the library. Donkey, being the obedient middle manager he is, reads the new page and starts acting differently. He commands straighter posture, calmer voice, more confident vibe. Monkey sees donkey's new behavior, nods sagely, and writes in even bigger letters, new evidence that we're rich and resourceful. And just like that, the loop flips. Instead of a vicious cycle of doom, you get a virtuous cycle of opportunity. This is the magic of questences, those positive, present tense questions like, why am I loved? Or how do I attract abundance so naturally? They sneak past the monkey's defenses, force him to find real evidence, and with each genuine answer, your brain rewires itself. That's neuroplasticity in action. Neurons that fire together, wire together. And the best part? Every answer doesn't just stay in your head. It gets filed into the library. Donkey, then, acts it out in your body and life. Monkey double confirms it. Captain finally gets to steer the ship. And little by little, reality itself shifts. Cut 2. The six-pack captain confidently steering his shiny new yacht. His wife leans over and asks an important question. Honey, are you sure you know where we're going? The captain grins, shades on, and replies, of course. Monkey says we're rich. Donkey agrees, and for once, I'm actually in charge. Worst case, we run out of champagne, but don't worry, I'll just open Refra, reframe it into sparkling water abundance, and Monkey will file it as luxury. And if nothing goes according to plan, we'll just call it evidence of growth and wealth. Transform your beliefs. Live fulfilled. Refra. Download today and start your journey.